This is an extraordinarily happy occasion. A happy occasion for the family, for Jeremy, Jennifer and their daughters. A happy occasion for all who have been linked to this house. A happy occasion for Westport, and I think for the whole of Mayo. And I was surprised to get a letter from Sheila in March, just inviting me to come and join in the launch of this book, A Life at Westport House, 50 years a-growing. And I immediately accepted, because it was also an excellent reason to come down to Mayo at this time of the year and have a weekend. But I also wanted to acknowledge what we're celebrating this evening, because it is very much worth celebrating. This book is a very important record of the commitment of Jeremy, Jennifer and the family to saving Westport House and estate, to keeping the estate within the family, and by developing it into a major tourist attraction to benefit the people of Westport and more widely of Mayo. It's the story of a personal passion which benefited many. Jeremy's determination back in the 1960s to save and develop Westport House went against the trend that saw the decline of many of Ireland's great houses. As the book itself notes, in Connaught there are now just 2 or 3 privately owned heritage houses, complete with contents and of national importance, still open to the public. So there are not many, and it's important that we value the commitment and passion that have made Westport House so central here in Westport. As a young man contemplating the future of Westport House and his own role, Jeremy states that to focus his mind, he wrote down 3 reasons why he wanted to give it a go at Westport House. In essence, these reasons were to save one of Ireland's most important pieces of heritage. Secondly, to create a family business that would be inclusive and not reliant on archaic rules of inheritance. And thirdly, to contribute to the economic development of Westport and the west of Ireland. Realising these noble intentions took a considerable amount of resilience, hard work and business acumen. I think Jeremy was fortunate, as we've heard, in having such strong support from his wife Jennifer and now, more recently, his 5 daughters. It took vision and courage to look beyond the prevailing social and economic realities and to adapt to the latter part of the 20th century and into this one. First, opening the house to visitors, preserving the contents and atmosphere of a heritage house rather than converting it into a hotel. Then, as you know, developing the estate so that it could accommodate self-catering holidays and generate further income, and expanding to bring in camping, a children's zoo, the private adventure park, the summer music festivals, and all that Nora was describing. Keeping the house and estate within the family and for the benefit of the people of Westport as well required Jeremy to amend his trust fund, a considerable challenge that led him to pursue the course of securing a private bill through the Parliament, through the Oireachtas. I wasn't actually the brilliant lawyer who gave him that advice, though I acted as senior counsel together with Frank Clark, and we thought a lot and wondered what to do, but actually it was a solicitor. It's terrible for barristers to have to admit it was a solicitor who came up with the good idea of a private bill, Michael Egan, and so it was, and I had the pleasure as president of signing that bill into law in 1993. That he succeeded in achieving this and avoided tying up the estate in endless litigation, I think was again an indication of Jeremy's acumen and resilience. This book is it's a very happy read, and it's a fitting testament to the legacy of Jeremy, Jennifer and the family at Westport House and estate. It reveals their generosity of spirit in its utter inclusivity of all those who have worked and still work in Westport House. And it's clear that there's a huge affection and admiration at work in this relationship between family and staff, those who saw it as a family venture, but wider than that, and staff who have worked here, and people in Westport who have supported this enterprise. It was very, very clear, I think, in both the contribution of Margaret Adams as representing both Westport and her memories of the house, and Nora Herity in the long involvement that she and her husband and others have had in the house, and the pride they have because it has been a very inclusive relationship. That's the way it should be, but it isn't always the case. It's very special when it is the case, and that's part of the success of this house. So Jeremy and Jennifer next door, daughters, good Nari live. May you continue. May this could be a very happy memory of taking stock of just what has been achieved here, just how much it means, not just to the family, not just to those who work here, but for the future of Westport and of Mayo. I greatly admire all that has been achieved. I'm delighted to have been able to come down in the sunshine and see the beauty of this place and know that it has a great future. And that's what we're celebrating this evening. Garmila Mahal.
To say a huge thank you for coming here. I also know, I barely told me, Mayor, it's a special birthday on Wednesday.
Coming up.
So you are ahead.
Okay.
Just again to say thank you so much for coming. It's so appreciated.
Maybe I should explain my hand. Playing ball with grandchildren.